Too many things happening.
Too many
Too
sinful things.
Yeah, too many
happening
things that you can see that you can't do
with your wife
with your
or
wife.
with your partner.
No,
No,
that's better.
don't have to. You can go search search on YouTube Game of Thrones history and lore.
But I need to see the boobies.
That's why I try to hold my tongue, or at least address that I'm in the wrong for this.
Can you give an example?
Too hard. So, what are we gonna name this shit?
But anyways, welcome everybody. Episode 18.
Another week, another episode from the boys. You got OCP working the ones and twos. You got Edmund here. You
Got
got
me, 2X.
Doseki. Doseki. I just finished rewatching Game of Thrones.
Really?
Rewatching.
Yeah, but no, but still,
Because my
but
wife
still, that's
just watched it.
that's a lot of time watching that shit. How many seasons, right?
8.
5? 8?
I don't think of it that way.
Oh, okay.
You can think of it that
Yeah.
way. It's not wrong to think of it that
That's
way.
right.
But I mean, you gotta stay sane. That's how I stay sane.
Because there's so many TV shows that I want to watch, not rewatch.
That's why I don't wanna talk about stuff that we watched, that you and I watched.
Yeah.
We can do it, but lots of the stuff that I just recently consumed was old stuff. I don't really watch new
The
stuff.
new ones?
Yeah. Up until their hype's dying down.
Oh, okay.
Up until.
Because I heard about Silicon Valley. I heard it's a good show.
It's been a while. That
Yeah,
one's
that's
been a while
older.
too.
We
We
haven't
haven't
watched that.
finished it yet.
Oh, but you know about it?
Yeah. I think I got up to before season 2. Yeah, it's been a while since we tried to watch it. My wife couldn't get into it, so
not yet.
Yeah. Invincible, I wanna get back.
Oh, the
into
cartoons.
Yeah.
No, because the season 2's out now, right?
It. Yeah, but
I haven't watched the season 1 yet.
besides watching the series, I'd rather go straight to to reading the comics.
Comics?
Yeah, that's what I did with
The Boys?
The Boys. When I heard it was going to get greenlit for live action, I started reading it.
So which one do you prefer? Fuck The Boys. That's my
They're
favorite.
They're different. In the comics, they were efficient with their operations, whereas the
Like
live
live
action,
action?
they're kind of winging it.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know if this gonna be if this I don't know if this needs a spoiler alert, but they're on the V in the comics.
Is it done now?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, it is. They're on the V. Like
That's
all of them.
That's the.
The
did they
compound
all?
V.
Oh, they all had. They already
have
took it.
Yep.
Because
But it's not that they took it. Like say Mother's Milk,
yeah.
he took it because his mom is
Spoiler alert.
his mom is working in a contaminated or no
That's
not
the black guy, right?
contaminated.
Mother's
Yeah.
Milk. Because I
He-
think in the live action he hasn't took the V compound yet.
Yeah. All of them have
Powers
compound
now.
V. Yeah. And then it's not really powers, but they're just super durable, super strong. They don't really have like certain powers. So they don't die instantly from just hits from the
Like the super.
what are they called? From
eh,
the supers? From the soups?
The soups, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the name of
So-
their team?
The 7.
Yeah.
The 7.
No, I should stop saying yeah. Okay. When I'm listening to
Why?
our podcast, I keep on saying oh okay. Yeah.
How do you want to do it? I kept on doing do you want to do it that way?
No,
Okay.
I need to get rid of that. It sounds.
What do you want to replace
I don't know.
it with then?
It doesn't sound exciting for me. It sounds like oh.
But then do you think it'd sound authentic if you
I don't know.
that
'Cause sometimes-
I'd rather have that.
I guess that's my authentic self
Yeah.
responding to your thoughts. But I just find it like oh.
You can't be too hype like every week,
Okay, true.
right? Unless so when we start talking about something really hype and then you
I get excited.
every like everything that I bring up, you've been excited already. Once there's really something that's exciting, it's gonna be hard for you to react authentically.
True.
So,
Or at the same time, maybe you're just tired a little bit.
don't say that.
Your reaction time is like, a little
It's a
bit.
lot.
That's
It's a lot better though compared to the previous
way back,
episodes
yeah.
when
'Cause
we had the other time slot.
that's a given. This isn't our day job. So, if we say we're tired, it's a cop out. And
Well, like that's a thing, right? Like we're only human.
I know,
Born
but
to
we're trying to
make
provide
mistakes.
a solid hour of entertainment. And if we say we're tired, that's like a disservice to whoever
Exactly.
is.
Because
Which
it's contagious. Energy
Yes.
is contagious, right?
which I actually have a surprise for you guys. I have a
Yeah.
little gift for you there in the middle.
Okay. It's a Type C cord.
So
Yeah.
it's a charger.
Okay,
So
to recharge.
in this busy times that we always have, how does the two of you recharge?
Recharge. Go home.
Get away from your monotonous
Go
lives.
home.
Sleep.
Not think about work.
Like my wife's complaining that I sleep like a baby. Meanwhile, she hasn't slept for like 4 days.
How do you sleep?
Like I kind of feel bad though.
How do you sleep like a baby with diaper?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wearing a diaper.
No.
She-
Diaper in the morning.
Does she
Nothing.
actually have insomnia? Or
Naked. Huh?
Does she actually have insomnia,
Who?
or she just can't sleep?
Undiagnosed insomnia probably. But yeah, like answering your question, I would say vacation.
That's the thing.
Vacation.
That's the thing. You gotta
Recharge.
like for some people you gotta spend two to be able to unplug. What's the basic like way to unplug? Because that still entails
Oh, okay.
a bit of work. Right?
I think the basic way, especially okay, my wife, her way to unplug is watch Korean dramas.
Mm-hmm.
Because once she gets into it, there's nothing else that she's gonna think of. The
Yeah.
business and personal and anything.
It's her escape.
Yeah. Me, I think it's the same, right? Every time you watch
You
a
try,
very
yeah.
interesting movie or a show, you're gonna
Yeah.
unplug because you need to focus there. Or working out.
Ah.
I think more if it's a class. Because I always tell this to my workout buddies. It's nice to attend classes, even though it's boring, because you don't have anything else to do but to focus on
focused,
the
yeah.
instructor. You don't, because when you're working out, let's say before even going to the gym, it's let's say chest day, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing your chest, there's gonna be a bunch of workout, and then you're gonna keep on thinking what's the next workout.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, if you have a class, just follow. Just
Oh,
follow
class
the,
in the gym. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're talking about. Okay.
whatever it is.
Foggy muscles.
No, because sometimes like guys, we don't go to classes
Yeah.
because we feel embarrassed, right?
Yeah. Look at this wuss. Does he know what he's doing? That's
But yeah, it's just nice to just let everything like just stop your mind from thinking and then just follow whatever's happening. Go with the flow.
It's kind of hard too when you're used to like having your brain work overtime. It's kind of hard to once you're conditioned to be thinking one step ahead always. It's kind of hard to like condition it regressively. Like to
Yeah.
okay, calm down a bit.
It's really hard,
Yeah.
especially now in our age. I think.
Yeah.
Remember when we were kids? Fuck, life is so simple, man. Now we have to. I have this bills to pay next week.
Yep.
I have this thing to do. There's just so many things occupying our mind right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, like for me, I'd unplug by playing with my kid. But then when I look at him, my brain goes on overdrive. And I keep thinking when he grows up, is what I need to do, is what I need to set up for him. So brain still works. Before, so it was like play Dora with Earl. That's pretty much it, cause you're focused on the
And the
game
game.
for like say 30 minutes to 2 hours, right? You're just spacing out. You're just focused on the game. Now, can't do that, so it's pretty much just going on YouTube mindlessly. I end up like um, playing YouTube videos, keep on playing what's next, and just
Like
scrolling
shorts?
on my phone. No,
Okay, and
no,
then if you don't like it, next,
no.
or
I
you're
just
gonna
let it
finish it.
go. I just let it go. I just let
Okay.
it play, and then be on my phone doing shorts.
Okay.
And that's when I start to unplug.
So answering OCP's question. So
Yeah,
what's your way to unplug?
it's kind of hard right now. Right now, unplugging is like
Maybe this
thinking
one,
pretty much
our podcast.
and thinking about what to talk about. I try to like so I listen to podcasts, right? And then I try if it's hard for me to think of a certain topic, I end up trying to what could be a catchy title or something. And then that's how I try to base off the topic. I try to look for anecdotes or stuff that happened
Like
or something
lately.
that's relatable that's gonna be related to that catchy phrase or catchy word or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Cause like me personally, when I think of stuff, for example, like I go with the content,
Yeah,
and then you come up with the title.
cause
Meanwhile, you it's the other way around, which is smart actually.
cause you remember when if you really I try to do it. That's how try to do it first. But then it gets influenced with what you're consuming or what you're doing in the day. Like remember when we were trying to come up with a song before when we were doing a band, and then I was just I wrote it down, right? And then I gave it to you to put melody in it. And then you said, "Oh, this sounds like Echo from Trap." Then that's what I was listening to when I was writing that.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, that's what influenced it. It's not even influence. I straight up copied it.
Yeah.
So
Plagiarize it.
yeah, plagiarized it.
Because I was about to say that, like, when I'm trying to make a song before, like, where should I start? Should I start with the chords?
With the hook,
Should I start with the hook?
yeah.
Should I start with the
With the
title?
melody,
The melody?
with
It's
the
so hard,
message,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I think I heard, I don't know whose artist is that, and I think that's how he does it. He starts with the title
Mhm.
and the lyrics
Okay.
and whatever. And then there's some artists, they just go with some chords. It's like everyone's different.
Yeah.
They start with a chord,
Yeah.
like four chords, and then they just put lyrics in there.
Okay. Just start with the melody first.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to find myself before, like, how can I do
Like
it?
your own rhythm. You try
Yeah.
to.
Like which one should I follow?
Which art you can remember which
Can't
artist?
remember.
It's pretty amazing with how Coheed and Cambria did it. I don't know if this is true, but
Yeah.
that's why they made I
Like the
forgot the
concept,
series,
like their
the comics
yeah,
that they did,
the
Amory Wars,
yeah, Amory Wars.
right?
Really interesting. That's why I love Coed and Cambria.
Yeah.
And how their
So
concept, like their
no world
them being
for
progressive. Yeah,
sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I was just gonna say, No World for Tomorrow will be told beginning in May 2024.
Okay, so that's the
So
continuation.
that's the
then.
last chapter.
It's like George R. R. Martin. I kind of hated it when they put out House of the Dragon, but then it's about. I thought it was gonna be about the Mad King, the last
That's after
Targaryen.
the Mad King, right? Or is it even before?
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, House of
Like
the Dragon is the
way back.
prequel, right?
Yeah, it's way back. It's pretty far.
Yeah, from the Mad
It's pretty
King.
far removed from the story of Game of Thrones.
Mm.
It's like I'm not sure how long exactly it was before the events of Game of Thrones, but it's pretty far removed from King Aerys.
Because I haven't watched. I watched a few episodes of the House of the Dragon. I think
Yeah.
only 3 episodes, and then I stopped.
I was about to
Yeah,
watch
for
it
no
on the
reason.
plane. Yeah. It's not I don't know. I'm more enticed to read about the story that led to the events that led up to Game of Thrones. Robert's Rebellion.
Yeah, Robert Baratheon.
Yeah. Like how the Mad King started to become mad. That's
Yeah, but I don't think there's gonna be any plans on doing that.
no plans. No plans.
Leave it to your imagination.
Well, I don't have to imagine it because it's in like the history and lore. There's like YouTube
They kind of
channels.
portrayed it.
Yep. They alluded to it, but there's no like dedicated chapters to it.
Is does the book have anything on the generation of the House of Dragons, or is that
No,
non-canon? So it's literally non-canon.
just allusion to.
Okay.
Yeah, there's even no
It's
ending
known
for the.
lore.
Okay. Well, it's possible they may be building up to like
No news.
Well, that's why they were setting it up. So it's possible. It's just a
Yeah,
guess.
well, yeah, it's possible,
Right.
but there's
But
no rumors about it. There's no
Is
No leak.
leaks.
So I've never read the book, but is there an actual arc about the Mad King? Like
No,
No,
just
they
allusion.
briefly,
just
so
allusion to
everything's
it.
just allusion. Oh, okay. Maybe you can inform our viewers what allusion is.
So they just pretty much secondhand mentioned everything, the lore, the history. That's just pretty much it. Where the Mad King was kidnapped, imprisoned by one of the major houses that rebelled. I think he was imprisoned for 6 months. That's why he grew paranoid. That's when he started to get mad, and then at the same time, Tywin Lannister was working as the hand of the king, and then he was leading Westeros to like a highly prosperous period, and then he was growing jealous of Tywin Lannister, and then he felt like Tywin Lannister will be
Like overthrown him.
will be betraying him, stuff like that. That's how he started. I think he didn't want to go out of the Red Keep for a long period of time. That's how he started, pretty much. And there's no dedicated chapter to it. They just alluded to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should go back into watching that.
No,
Because like when you're watching it, because before
yeah.
I'm waiting weekly for the episode, but so I haven't watched it like one sitting, the whole season, like the whole story.
You know what
Unless
to
maybe I
watch?
should read the book.
No,
Maybe that's better.
don't have to. You can go search search on YouTube Game of Thrones history and lore.
But I need to see the boobies.
There's gonna be boobies there too.
Oh, so it's
Just
so they have clips from the actual show.
no so it's also HBO produced. It's gonna be, you know how like in old books, like there's illustration in the old books.
Oh, just illustration.
Yeah, but still, if you're interested in boobies,
I need to see.
go to Pornhub. If you're interested in the history and lore,
You know that like my favorite character there is Melisandre. Yeah, is that her name?
Melisandre.
Oh, Melisandre.
Yeah, the red priestess.
The Red Priestess.
You'd probably like The Witcher then.
Oh, you haven't
No, I
watched
do
The
watch
Witcher?
The Witcher.
Oh, you do.
I do watch that.
They kind of, I heard they strayed off from the
game?
source material.
Yeah,
It's a
is it a book or a game?
It's a book.
Um.
That's why Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, at around season 4, and he's gonna get replaced.
Is there season
by-
4 already?
Here he's replaced already. I think last
Yeah.
episode. I think
So-
how they did it is he got like slashed in the face or whatever, so he had to do like some magic surgery or some magic reconstructive surgery on his face. So he got replaced by Liam Hemsworth.
Thor. Is that Thor's little brother,
Thor's.
right?
Yes, Miley Cyrus's ex.
Oh, Liam Hemsworth. Oh, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Yes,
Thor.
you're thinking
I'm
about Chris
I'm
Hemsworth.
excited for his Warhammer adaptation.
Who?
Like
Like Henry
Henry
Cavill?
Henry Cavill. He'll be playing. He'll
He's a
be
big
playing the
dork,
role.
right? He's a big dude.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently he's a dork. He streams or records his PC building endeavors.
Mm.
I think.
He's every nerd's hero now. He's a nerd's role model.
I hope they work
Got
out
got
too.
lucky with his genes. That's it.
You know when they say like for actors and actresses or even just content creators, they usually say, they just talk in front of the camera. It's work too.
Yeah, that's your ideas.
That's your capital, your IP, your intellectual property.
They forget about the practice that goes into it.
What
The
do you mean?
methodology.
What do you mean forget? They don't know. They don't
Yeah,
know
people.
Yeah,
about the
Yeah,
they
work
people
don't
don't know.
because you don't forget anything that you never
know,
know.
right?
I mean, I get the bitterness that people can like feel when actors, actresses, or like any people in media start talking about, oh, our work's hard. I can get why they can feel a certain way towards it. But, I mean, it's still work. And you don't always get paid for it.
Because what are you actually losing,
Yeah.
right? With your line of work, like you're losing your privacy.
And there's no
Yeah.
security for it. Like, I used to think before, like, for professionals, I think you can only, I thought you can only be called professional
If you're getting
if,
paid.
hmm?
If you're getting paid.
Well, of course. But I mean, I thought the only professionals were, say, accountants, engineers, people who go through like licensure exams. So
Okay.
for basketball players, I was thinking before, why are these called professionals? Like, say, photographers. Why are these called professionals? Like people who provide a certain service. I was thinking, why are these people called professionals when there's no licensure exam for it? But then, growing older, I realized that the licensure for it is um, what makes you rise to the top.
Yeah.
What makes you, um, what makes your service warranted for this amount of money. That's That's when I started realizing, oh, okay, that's why they're called
Yeah.
professionals, right?
Like me, I just have a simple mind thinking. If you're a professional, if you're getting paid, like
Yes.
that's my opinion. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much you make. If you're making money off something, you're a
Yeah.
professional.
And there's no security to it.
Yeah.
Like those people who go in that line of work, they can either be independent, they can rake in all of like most of the pay, but then by the end of the year, they're gonna be the ones who's going to be computing how much they should be paying in
Yeah. Like
taxes.
netting.
They don't have insurance
Yeah.
unless they unlike
They set it up.
unless you set it up. Unlike when you're employed, there's like deductions for it already.
Like someone's doing it for you.
Yes.
The management, the HR, they're doing everything.
You can look at them as like contractors.
Yeah. Exactly. They are contractors.
That's how WWE treats their wrestlers. Contractors. They don't WWE doesn't pay for
like
their
full time.
flights.
Yeah.
They get a stipend, but
Per DM, right?
it's mostly coming from their own pocket.
It's basically like running a business or like just to like for nurses, like the agency nurses.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
I think that's gonna be. I'm pretty sure a lot of our viewers can relate. Viewers,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of viewers can relate to that because they have one family member or more that's a
an agency
nurse, and possibly with what's happening right now here in Canada,
Yeah.
they probably have experience with being a travel nurse or a family member or a friend that's a travel nurse.
Why is there like an appeal to work under an agency instead of under the
Like one company
government
or one
healthcare?
government. Um, Personally,
Yeah.
and from what other people are saying, there's work-life balance because you can pick and choose when you want to work, what shift you want to work, where you want to work.
Ah, Okay.
Unlike if you're working in a hospital or in a nursing home, you don't have any say. This is okay, you get hired, this is your schedule, and you don't have any say what's gonna happen. You can ask for vacation,
Okay.
and then who knows if it's gonna be approved.
But you're at the behest of the
Like the management.
the management of the hospital.
Yes.
Okay. But what's the downside of going agency though?
The only
Are you
downside
getting
is
less pay?
they get more money.
How come
A
though?
lot more. Because they don't get tax, they don't have vacations, they don't have EI, they don't have the pension. So you can
Okay.
so you can do whatever you want. If you want to put money in your pension, if you want to invest it
Ah.
somewhere, because you're a contractor.
Okay. Okay, I get you now. Depends on how you want to
And it
do it.
depends on where you want to work. Because the farther you work,
Okay.
the more
Gotcha.
money, the per diem, it becomes better.
Okay.
That's why I miss being a contractor as well. I can just wake up anytime.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's up to you, right?
And
You
like,
wanna work for 1 week and then be off for 1 week? Go ahead.
but the downside is to it is you can't let up, right? Because the moment you try to unplug a bit, you're kind of losing steam too.
Yeah.
I'd say that's one thing people don't realize with like business owners, with contractors,
Yeah.
that once they stop working for a bit,
There's no cash flow.
there's no income. You know when Michael Jordan said he had an ad where the I don't know the exact words, but it's pretty much people don't see, they only see the highlight reel, but they don't see the work
Yeah, they don't
that
see the
the guy.
struggle, the
Yes.
hustle.
Yes.
They don't respect the hustle.
Yes. It's hard to, like, when I try to, like, when I have like a negative input towards something, I know I'm gonna be wrong,
Like
but
towards
towards anything
oh,
that I
okay.
don't really know,
Yeah. That you don't understand.
that I don't
Or
understand.
you don't care to understand.
If I don't, yeah, I don't care to understand. That's why I try to hold my tongue, or at least address that I'm in the wrong for this.
can you give an example?
It's too hard to give an example.
You don't
It's
want to
too
step on
hard.
anyone's toes.
It's not that.
But yeah, it's just very broad too, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work to actually try to understand something, which what's gonna happen if you're able to understand it?
Yeah.
What's the benefit?
Yes.
Nothing.
And knowing when to let it go and knowing when to pull the trigger is pretty much part of maturing too.
Yeah.
I like that. Knowing when to let go and when to pull the trigger.
Yeah. But it's fun to be mature though.
Yeah. Just hating.
Yeah.
Just hating on other people.
That's a sport.
What makes you just adopt that behavior so much?
You know when you were a teenager and you're trying to be perceived as cool, and then you see people that's been perceived as cool, and then you don't get it.
Yeah. And it comes to the point that you don't want to be cool anymore. If this is what's cool, you don't
Yeah,
want to be
like for
yeah,
you,
you don't want to be cool.
it's like you're doing counterculture, whereas you try to push back on anything that's cool, and then they see you as nonchalant about it. Like, oh, look at this guy. He's not trying to conform to anything. That's so cool. That's pretty much. I think that's how I developed that.
So is it different from being opinionated or voicing your opinion? Or you like it's
Mm,
it's like it's literally ingrained in your what's it called? What's it called?
Your
I
DNA?
I don't know, cause I've hung out with like popular guys. Like, just look at your brother. It's like one of the popular guys in school. But there was a period of our like relationship where I felt that way about you. But then I got to know you more. Oh, this guy's cool.
Like you mean that like I'm annoying? This guy's annoying.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you know what annoyed me before? It's like there's gonna be people who, okay, when it's just us two, you're pretty cool. But then when there's a group of us, you just start on like wailing on me. Like not
Just
you
picking,
specifically.
just picking or like teasing.
But yeah, I think, well, personally, I do like that side of you in a sense that you're not just a hater, you're a researched hater. Because I've noticed many times that you've already put your research or put into
Not just
some
blindly,
research in.
not just blindly hating.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for example, if you're gonna review something, right, you actually put like
You have an input.
important notes in there. You actually know who, let's say,
I guess
who the
so.
person is,
Yeah.
actor or artist or musician.
Yeah, there's a specific reason why.
I guess
Unlike-
it's just opinionated.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, like that's good, right? Unlike others who will base it off from something they really, really like, and they're like, "Oh, they just copied it from this, blah blah." This one did it first.
I did that around 18. Everybody goes through that phase when you're an edge lord.
Well, not even.
You wanna
an
be that
edge
edgy
lord.
teen where this is.
I think that's one thing I hate right now. Like, for example, I guess when you talk about something, like for example,
you're just dismissive.
Yeah, like for example, I have a recent conversation, not even recent, maybe like a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
about Jujutsu Kaisen, and one person I know is like,
Just hating.
it's just Naruto. It's like,
Oh.
it's not like One Piece. It's like, what? How is it like Naruto? Like, it's so different from ninjas.
That's how you know they're just plain wrong. They just want to
Yeah.
react to something, and they
and
know
they
they
just
don't
act
know
on
anything
impulse.
about it. Yeah.
and
Act on impulse,
and they
whatever comes
labeled
to
us as they labeled themselves as like they're certified to review this thing.
Well, to be fair, I think everyone's like that too. Like you can't just expect anyone to, when they voice out their opinion, you can't just expect them to give like a whole thesis of what they think, because you two have two different things, right? Because you have your opinion. For example, you have your own opinion. I have my own opinion. But like comparing to Edmund, like he sometimes, or a lot of times, he does voice out why he hates this thing. But a lot of people are just impulsive. When they don't like something, they just don't like it.
they just want to voice it out.
Yeah. They don't have the time to actually research, or they don't have the time to think, or the
It's-
capacity, maybe the capacity
But the
to compare.
but the problem with that is like this ex person is line stepping. They weren't, let's say, they weren't even part of the conversation, or the flow of the topic was
They
like,
just want to butt in their input,
Yeah.
their opinion.
Oh, quick segue. I
Yeah.
finally found the term for that phenomena when you, for example, do something or ride in a car, you start noticing everything, or like the same.
Or when you buy this certain type of car, you start seeing
Yeah.
that.
Everything.
So it's called reticular formation. So it's actually
yeah. Like that's like part of your eye, right?
it's part of your brain.
Oh, brain.
So it's when you do something, you unlock that so your brain unlocks a certain type
like write
of
it here. What's that?
reticular
Reticular.
formation.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
No, it got me curious. Like, is there? I told myself there should be.
Reticular.
I'm pretty sure there's like there's something called for it, or like, is this a?
Oh, it's
phenomenon?
retina. I'm thinking of retina for the
Could
eye.
be.
Yeah.
Or retaining.
Because like cular is, I don't know.
Or could be
Maybe
retaining.
Maybe that's why.
Reticular.
But
I
yeah,
think it's closer to retina though, but I think it could be also retaining.
but yeah, that's what it is. It's like
Yeah.
when you do something, experience
Yeah.
something, your brain like retains.
Yeah, it's-
that
It's
piece of thing.
fresh. It's easy to relate
Okay.
to yourself, right?
Mainly because we were we window shopping for cars, so we tested a few. We drove a few cars, and it's like, that's a passport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too. Like my car's too small now for a growing family. Like my trunk is occupied by like
Like the
the
stroller.
stroller already. So I'm starting to like just window shop for a
Yeah.
car. I know what I want, but it's
Like what do you
kinda
want?
I want a Model X or a Model Y.
Oh, okay. Like the price right now they dropped it, right?
But
Tesla
still, it's like everything right now
is
is
expensive.
kinda ridiculous.
Is the X and that's the SUV for the X for the Tesla X
X
and
and
Y?
Y. And Y is the cheaper, the budget model.
What's the sedan called though?
SN3.
Also, it's not the
One,
leather.
I can't remember which one's the premium one. I think it's S and X for premium, and then 3 and Y for the budget.
Okay.
Because the X is the one with the scissor doors or the Falcon
Like
wing
the
doors.
Falcon, yeah. Or
And
Gullwing, I don't know what you call it.
the good one with the Y is we don't need the moon roof anymore because like the roof is glass,
Oh, okay.
which has a
Like
downside.
panorama?
Yes.
Like panoramic roof?
Yes, panoramic roof pretty much. But you're gonna have to tint it, right? Because if there's too much
Yeah,
sunlight,
too much
it's
sunlight,
gonna be
especially here in
yes,
Manitoba.
it's gonna be hot.
Sunny Manitoba.
Yeah. So I know what I want, right? It's unattainable though, or not
Like
not
no, I don't think it's
not
unattainable.
unattainable, but it's unwise. It's not a need; it's a want.
You know what? With all the rebates that you have for electric cars, you'll be surprised. Have you looked into it? Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Even if it's still like way out of my means right now. That's what I mean. So, anyways, there's some people who try to unplug by like window shopping, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Oh, that's us too. Like window shopping, house hunting, window house
Yes.
hunting.
and then
We
just
did that
remember
recently
to
too.
do this, you're gonna have to have money. So you're gonna be thinking about what you have to do again to earn that money.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Do
cycle.
do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing if you wanna try to stay motivated,
Yeah.
but
But okay.
of course, the downside to is you wanna like take your mind off of the grind for a minute, right? If we're talking about staying motivated, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna be talking about unplugging, like getting off the hamster wheel,
Yeah. But you're actually unplugging once you're there looking. But once you get back to your
Mm.
car, like once you're done, look at this property,
yeah,
that's when your mind's gonna start rolling
Yeah.
and thinking how you're gonna be attaining this thing.
That's like my wife. It's like, oh my god, houses are gonna be expensive.
Anyways, another thing is like having conversations that's not related to work. Where
Yeah, that's why it's so shitty when you're at work. Like on your break time, I remember
Yeah.
this when I'm working in the hospital. And then I think I called out some of my coworkers about this because we're on our break room
then you still want
eating and then we're still talking about our patients. Like,
yeah.
come on, guys. This is the time to just chill. Maybe it's better for me to just play on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time when I'm still doing Mobile Legends. But yeah, like sometimes it's just too much.
Yeah, that's why your wife's party on Friday night. I didn't want to talk about tattoos with our cousin.
Yep, because it still work for him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Shouts, happy birthday
To wifey,
to to 2X's wifey, Mrs. 2X,
my
Mrs. Doseki.
my never ex, my never ex, my wife.
0X.
You
0X.
know what was a good unwind?
Yeah.
Drinking?
No. Well, yes, but what we did on Sunday morning.
Karaoke?
That
Oh,
breakfast was nice.
like isn't it a lot of work for you?
No. We just cooked tocino and longanisa.
I
and
told
that's
you
it.
that's when
And
it's
hot
fun,
dogs.
when you're cooking for somebody else. That's when it starts to get fun. But if you're cooking for yourself, it feels like a chore.
True, because you wanna
You
you
just
wanna
wanna
brag
fill
about your
yourself
cooking.
up. Yeah. And then if there's somebody who's gonna appreciate your cooking, it gets more enjoyable.
No, but after that breakfast, OCP was trying to teach my cousins how to brew coffee
Mm-hmm.
in different ways. So that's kind of like work.
Not really. I didn't find it. I find it fun,
Oh yeah, I guess
in
that's
my
your passion. That's your hobby right
Yeah.
in
now,
my opinion.
and that's
It's-
different from your work.
It's like it's like I'm sharing a fun thing I know, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they're trying to get one for their business.
And to be honest, it's rewarding, or it feels good if you feel like you're the only one that knows, and if you're teaching other people
Mm-hmm.
with stuff that you know. I find that very fulfilling,
That's a really nice.
and that's when I'm line stepping, and that leads to line stepping.
That's a really
Shout
nice,
out.
That's a really nice privilege to have, like having something that you're really passionate about, and then you'll be able to like earn from it. You can turn it into work.
Yeah,
Because remember, in the Philippines,
it's not profitable.
it's not really an option for a career. Like anything that you can be passionate about.
I think now it is.
It is
With our
starting to
with the social
with the boom
media
of
and
the
everything.
internet, but you still gotta eat though.
Like before they get to that point,
Before you get to that point where you can.
how
like,
much did they sacrifice, right?
Yes. I used to think before, I don't know how now, that musicians or bands, they're well off to begin with
Oh, okay.
because they have like a fallback to,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know how to earn from this. But then
Before-
here, if you wanna strive to be known for a musician, you can go straight to like working retail, working fast food, working at
Yeah.
restaurants, and then on the side, you're just gonna sacrifice your time. You're just gonna sacrifice everything else, but you can still find you can
Yeah, you
still
still
do your
have,
job.
Yeah, you can still provide for your family.
Yes. I don't
still
know how it is now
food on the
with
plate.
how the prices are. It's hard.
Here,
Yeah. Like just anywhere.
anywhere.
It's kind of hard now with
I think it's
how-
still doable.
it's still doable, but it's not as easy as not easy, but relatively easy or not as doable as
Back
from
then.
some not like one whole generation, but like a decade before.
Yeah, things are different now.
Things are, especially with our city being a car city, you're gonna have to have a car,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're like with music, you can get your music more accessible to people nowadays.
Yes.
But breaking through that
barrier?
Glass ceiling.
that glass ceiling, like to actually be famous, not just Spotify famous, or
Yeah.
not just be a Spotify artist. Like I think that's the term. For it.
SoundCloud.
Oh,
SoundCloud.
artist.
SoundCloud. There's these rappers they call SoundCloud rappers, but basically they're independent rappers. They don't
Isn't-
want to sign
was
to
it
They
Russ?
don't have a label.
Russ started like that?
Yes.
Yeah, but he has his own label now, right, Russ? Like,
But he
isn't he
start-
coming here? Like, he's coming here in Winnipeg.
That's going to be the second time too, right?
Yeah, he's the
Well,
second time.
Sure.
Anyways, it's like they're trying to like put down these guys who are trying to come up by their own by labeling them as SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
Which I think what's Bandcamp? I think that's another. Is that a
Yeah, it's like
website?
It's like SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, I
Bandcamp.
think Bandcamp.
Not sure. I'm not aware of.
I might be recalling
I
it
think I've
wrong.
heard of
Is
something like that.
SoundCloud still a thing?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There's some. I think there's some podcasts
How
that
does SoundCloud actually work, and how it started?
I don't know how it started, but I think how it works is you just pretty much make a profile, upload your shit, and then that's it. Because
And whoever wants to
Yeah.
And
buy
it
your,
started as
purchase your
free, right? Like I think every feature in there is free,
That I don't
especially
know.
back in the day.
yeah, that I don't know.
There's probably ads now.
Because I know, yeah,
Like ads on the website.
I think that's one basic way to start monetizing your stuff, it's to have ads
Yeah.
on it. Remember when I don't know if you watched Social Network,
Yeah, with
the
the
Social
like
Network,
like Facebook story.
where they were debating on whether they wanna put on ads. Like the CFO wanted to put on ads because he was the one who put in the money,
Yeah.
right? And then
Who was the CFO? The
Eduardo Saverin,
is that like which
Andrew
actor?
Garfield,
Andrew Garfield. Okay,
yeah,
the
he
one that got
wants
fucked.
because he wants to like he wants to make his money back
Yeah.
already, but then at that time, like Facebook was the whole thing,
Yeah.
and he was Mark Zuckerberg. This is according to the movie, right? Like factual stuff might be different from
Yeah.
what's from the movie, but this is what I've gotten from the movie. He was Mark Zuckerberg was getting advised by Napster
Yeah, like Justin
to
Timberlake.
not put in ads yet because it's gonna degrade the cool factor to Facebook, right? So
Like everyone, like you need to make money, but
yeah,
like I think they did the right thing because they get everyone to get hooked with Facebook first,
yeah,
and now people can. It's just part of everyone's lives,
just
especially us Filipinos,
yeah.
right?
It's still big on Filipinos, but here in the West, not so much
I think it's
anymore.
more IG, right?
They moved on to
IG and
IG.
TikTok, Snapchat.
I think most on Twitter.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
X.
that's their like Facebook from say 2000s to 2010s. I think that's the status that Twitter or X is holding now. Anyways, yeah, I think it's for here in the West. It's mostly middle-aged people who is
And
more
immigrants,
and immigrants. Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Probably business owners too, and contractors
Not really.
Not really.
for Facebook.
No.
Cause
not really.
before they get to Facebook, they pretty much hooked up with Google already. You can do it on Facebook too, but like I feel
It's a
like for
different
them,
market.
it's a whole different market. You can do it on Facebook too, but I feel like it's their last resort.
Yeah, but us, yeah, we use Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, because for artists it's like Patreon.
Patreon. You can say even OnlyFans.
Well,
It's
like
just lewd,
yeah, if you're
but for them
if
it's
you're a
their.
hentai artist.
But for them it's their art.
Like you
Right.
don't have to. It doesn't have to be like lewd content in OnlyFans, right?
Yes.
No,
No.
You can have decent like
it just
PG.
became. I don't know how it began. As
It's just
a
like the
platform
branding
for
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
That's just
Yep.
how. Like that's your first impression. Oh, you have OnlyFans, or you're gonna be.
You know Cameo? There's another one, Cameo.
Is that
where
something like that a
say
software too?
say you're a celebrity and
Oh,
where
okay.
you,
Like the shout
buy the
outs.
greetings, yep.
Yeah, the shout outs.
Yes,
Okay, is that the
Cameo.
name?
Cameo.
Cameo. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a website or an app, but that's pretty much it. Cameo. If you wanna get like somebody to greet,
Yeah,
like a
that's
certain
smart.
somebody.
Like adult stars are starring in reality shows that are shown in OnlyFans.
Oh yes, yes.
There's
yes.
reality shows in OnlyFans.
There's like long form videos.
Long form?
Yeah.
And it's
on
recorded,
OnlyFans
not
now.
live.
I think so. Yes. Like you,
There's like a cooking show, and
There's no such thing as reality shows now. I don't
well, I
think
use
it's
the
real
term
anymore.
reality show, right?
you know
'Cause-
reality shows now. It's on Twitch.
The real
It's
reality
with live
show.
streamers, yes.
Mm.
Even then, some of it is still procured. But what's been happening with live streamers now, I feel like it's the wave of the reality shows when it first started. That's how I feel what live streaming is. And there's still some people who don't get live streaming, regardless of what kind of live stream you do. Be it IRL streaming, be it gaming, be it just chatting or whatever. I feel like there's still a lot of people who doesn't get how those people get paid the big
paid.
bucks. Like for them, you're just standing in front of a
Yeah.
camera.
Just saying stuff.
Yeah.
Or just sleeping. Just
Yeah.
sleeping. Just some Like they just have a camera
But
videotaping them.
I mean, before you get to that point where people are gonna tune into you sleeping, like you should be,
You should have a
you,
fan base already.
you should have a fan base already. You should be like this magnetic personality.
Unless
that,
there's a pandemic.
what do you mean?
Like in the pandemic, like
Like, a lot of
so
people blew up.
many streamers got like so much attention.
But
'Cause
still,
people had nothing to do.
I get that. But then, if there's a bunch of people streaming, who are you gonna tune into?
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be the interesting
Supply
person,
and
right?
demand, right?
Who's
Yes.
you're subscribed to and all of that stuff.
Like everybody is gonna be sitting in front of the camera, but then 80% of those people are gonna be doing the same thing. What makes you rise to
Above the rest.
above
It's
the
like-
rest? What
it's
makes
like
you
what
stand
we were
out?
talking about earlier, right? Like there's a hustle that's
Yes.
a part of it. Before you get break that glass ceiling.
Yeah, you gotta find your niche. You gotta find your target market. You gotta stay consistent. It's like it's not relatively. It's relatively easy compared to manual labor, like traditional jobs, right?
Yeah, because you're not actually going to be leaving the comfort of your home.
Yes.
And it's not that physically demanding.
But again,
But
if you're not popping, you're not earning.
just wasting time.
Yes.
Just gotta keep hustling.
And like when you look at Facebook right now, like I'm a culprit of this too.
Yeah.
I have digital creator
Yeah, digital
in my
creators.
profile.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason why I did that is because when you're posting stories and reel, you have more access to like audios and other stuff. Meanwhile, if you just have a regular profile,
Okay.
but I don't mean to be a
Dig-
content creator.
You're
a
not
digi-
looking.
yeah,
You're not
digital.
looking at earning from it.
No, that's just
No.
gonna be a bonus, which
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for the sponsorships.
No, I
No,
don't-
you don't.
No,
even,
no. In my Facebook, I don't really.
You,
No, for like when you become an influencer and stuff.
you can do it that route, or you
Just do
can
it for fun.
just
Yeah.
Just post.
No, I mean if you're gonna do, if you wanna earn from it, you can do sponsorships, or you can do like ad revenue, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that I should stop doing, like looking at the analytics. I keep doing that.
Oh, with the page.
Yeah. Instead
Like
of
who-
focusing on what to talk about, I keep on ending up on like looking at the stats.
It's like a black hole, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't look at those stuff.
Because there's no like immediate validation to this. I mean, who finds the stuff that we talk about interesting
Yeah, just our. Just the people in our
in our circle?
circle.
Yeah.
And the thing is, are they really tuning in for the whole hour,
Or
or
are
they're just
they,
gonna open it and then okay,
Yeah.
I have to do something else.
or are they just intrigued that, oh, what are these two doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I stopped studying the
Analytics?
the YouTube algorithm basically after the pandemic.
Like
You
they don't
use
even
so-
know.
Yeah,
They don't know
give
how
the
it
proper
works.
information, and then you
Yeah, they're pretty
Google
vague
it.
about it.
Yeah, and then you Google it. There's so much articles, and everything is like kind of close but different.
They're pretty vague about
Until,
it.
and then there were YouTubers who got banned in YouTube because they knew how the algorithm worked or the monetization worked, and they got taken off of YouTube. Can't remember when that happened. I think it was in 2020.
You get taken off because you know too much. Fucking, that's just reality.
Are we gonna get conspiratorial?
No, it's true, man. It's true. Like the more people
Is
that
it-
are dumb, less knowledgeable in a country. That's how I feel with the Philippines.
See? I mean,
I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's a fact. Because how can you control? It can be conspiracy, but I believe it. So it's a fact for me.
that's your truth.
That's my truth.
Okay.
Because right, if you're
Because you're pretty much saying that there's like entities who are trying to keep people dumb.
yeah,
That's when I say it gets to that territory.
or they stop. Let me put
It's
it this way:
conditioning.
they stop people from evolving, so that they have more control over you. Because the less you know, the easier to control people.
I mean, I understand that. I get you. But it's just hard to put it on somebody. That might be their intention, but they can't go out and say, "Oh, this is what we're
Yeah, that is our
doing."
plan.
That's when I start thinking, "Oh, that's kind of
Oh, it's a
conspiracy."
conspiracy. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're right.
Yes.
Because I don't have any evidence that they're actually
Yes.
doing it.
I subscribe to what you're thinking to, but let's just hold our horses.
Yeah, I know. I'll just keep this to myself.
Yes. I just know you don't have tendencies. If something happens to you, I know you're not gonna do it. I
That's
don't
wh-
wanna say it because we'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
That's why I just watch like 3 things in YouTube. It's either music, mainly the Wish Bus.
Nah.
Second is since I don't watch a lot of anime anymore. While I'm cooking, I'll play like anime reviews that like break down what
Ah.
happened, like what's happening in this arc or whatever. The
Like
third
summary.
is the third is like what I'm recently into right now. For example,
Coffee!
Coffee.
Mm. I got to watch a barista channel before.
Which one?
The one that's tried to teach us how to clean the machine.
Yeah, because of your coffee machine.
Yeah, because I tried to read it. I can't absorb it. It's better.
It's
if
too boring, right?
Somebody's.
Visual learning.
But then there's gonna be times where I wanna read it. It's easier to read
because
it.
they leave out that
Yeah.
one. As well.
I don't really find any
Drips long.
enjoyment with iced coffees. Or maybe
like iced
because
coffee?
well, it all depends on the weather too.
I still minus 25. I still go iced coffee.
Really.
I don't enjoy hot coffee because it takes a bit longer to consume because it's hot. That's when my wife hates it when I do that. I just do one long sip,
Yeah. There you're done.
then done.
But I was awake until 2 a.m. this morning. And I'm blaming your coffee.
I don't think you didn't even drink the dark roast one. I gave you the one from the single origin one that
Oh,
came from the
okay.
Philippines.
Yeah, you know what
Maybe
I
it's all
think.
in my head. I don't know.
You know what I
Placebo,
think of
maybe.
people
It's good
who
though.
knows a lot about coffee.
Bearded
Snobs.
snobs.
Once you get like really passionate about something, you get snobby about it.
Or snappy. I think you get snappy because like once other people talk about it, you
When you
you
start
defend it.
gatekeeping,
Yeah,
Yeah.
gatekeeping your hobby.
When it gets to a point where like I think I would say if it's like they're line stepping, right? But
Exactly.
if I have a question for 2X though. When I guess let's say if someone talks shit that about your business.
Our business,
Yeah.
I think there's not a lot of people that have the balls to say that in my face, though.
yeah.
To be honest,
Just look
No
at
one
this
has the-
guy. Who's
they're
got
they're
the
probably
ball?
gonna
like
say
a s-
that online, but
Just look at
like
this
saying
guy.
that to our face, to me and my wife's face, I've never experienced it.
Well,
Just look at
yeah.
this guy
They're gonna be commenting,
if I
but they're not
since I
gonna
can't
be.
remember that thought, like what
with his bulldogs.
what would trigger you to like defend your business?
What triggered me?
What would trigger you? Have you experienced anything of those?
Usually,
In the
it's
past.
my wife that get triggered with this stuff, because she's the one that actually reads everything. Because me, I don't read much. I'm not gonna be reading all the comments from other people. I'm not gonna be reading, so it's really hard to tell, because I'm not as involved as my wife.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's comforting her if something like this happened.
That's your job.
That's my job.
That's your job. Keep
okay.
her keep her
It's okay,
safe.
Hab. Keep her sane. But yeah, so to answer your question, it's not my department.
I'm waiting for somebody to start hating, even if it's valid. It's gonna hit me so bad.
It's gonna be that LARPer, I'm telling you. man.
He's gonna hate on you. You're making fun of him.
Yeah.
I wanna watch. You're
I
the
wanna
one-
watch. Like that's the only thing
Yeah,
I wanna watch.
just to laugh at those people. I wanna watch. I'm
Oh, no, I
interested.
do not
Well,
even
I'll be commentating.
Yeah.
Here comes the acolyte healing these people. Magnus, I can't remember the names
in
in
Dota.
Ragnarok. The
Well,
skills
anyways, back to Mondi. It feels like you really haven't answered your
Unplugging?
unplugging.
withdrawal.
So how
How
do
I
you
unplug? Just pretty much like your wife. Just try to escape. That's why I stopped watching Suits before. When I was going through it the first time. Stop watching Suits because it was getting too
Yeah, it's
stressful.
too yeah.
And then if you're binge watching it, if you're gonna binge watch it, it's like it feels like every day is one episode. So you feel like does this really happen in the corporate world where every day there's like one big crisis after
I
another
know, right?
when it's
Yeah.
not really supposed to be that way. That's why I kind of stopped watching Suits for the first time before.
What are you watching right now?
A bunch of stuff.
Because you said you just
Mostly
finished Game of
Brazzers.
Thrones again.
Mostly no Rule 34.
I
Just
don't
came
think
out.
he even knows what Rule
I
34
don't
is.
even know what that is.
There's like this unwritten rules in the internet. And then Rule 34.
Oh, Rule 34. Oh, yeah.
Rule 34
It's
pertains to.
not found. Item not. It's not.
No.
Yeah, that's it, right?
You're thinking about Error 404.
Oh, okay.
Rule 34 is if it exists in the internet, there's gonna be porn for it. Anyways.
Like, since we're talking about Final Fantasy 7, Tifa versus
Aerith?
I don't
Aerith.
even like Aerith. It's not even that
Sis-
hot.
So, I used to think of it that way. Between the
hotter?
two, I'd go with Aerith.
Why?
But if you're gonna pick who to pair with Cloud, I'm gonna go with Tifa.
Tifa, right?
I don't know. She's just got the Tifa's hotter.
Yeah, no doubt
I'm in
about
that
it.
train, but Aerith just has this
Wifey,
This-
material.
yes.
Good girl, good
yeah
girl.
girl next door vibe.
Yeah. Can't remember much of Final Fantasy 7, but I it feels like with Aerith they didn't give her much character building for
I think they
for the
did.
game.
Like for
It
like
wasn't
showing
enough.
for such a short time.
Now she's more fleshed out
In
this
the
time.
remake.
The
In the
rebirth,
remake.
Oh, that's
yes.
nice then.
Like, I don't think she's gonna die in the
'Cause-
rebirth.
Because she just
She does
yeah, she
still-
just became a mechanism to like
for sure. I don't know.
To-
I wouldn't say that.
she became like that's what I liked because
That's when you're hating.
Then
You just
you're
say.
well anyways
Yeah. But that's what you feel.
yeah For
That's just pretty much what hating
Well,
is.
actually-
That's your
Yeah.
feeling.
see that's why when I daydream I kind of want to review stuff lately
Yeah.
now.
That's how I unplug. That's
You're
my main go-to is flagrant.
you know what I would hate about
We have flagrant. What's that?
Andrew Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Because they subscribe to talking about feelings, no facts. There's this conservative political pundit in the United States named Ben Shapiro. He got like one of his most famous lines was, "Facts don't care about your feelings."
True.
Now Andrew's crew, like the Flagrant Boys, they go feelings, no facts.
Yeah.
Because it's much more fun to talk
Yeah,
about
it's more
your
fun.
feelings,
Yeah, that's right.
and you're not talking about facts. You might be wrong, but there's more avenues to be entertaining or funny if you're just talking about your feelings. Because it's your
feelings.
frustrations.
That's right.
And it's easier to relate to your frustrations too.
would you tell that to all the Avatar fans out there right now who are rampaging through the internet?
Like with the
It's
Avatar
hard.
Oh, the
Last
Airbender.
series.
I enjoyed it because I
I-
didn't know
I-
anything about the first
I'm
one.
only into episode 4 or 3. I like the live series more better. The action is more fun to watch.
Well,
I like that Yuki girl. Is it Yuki? The one from that tribe? The one with the face paint?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I like her better when she
Kyo?
removed
I
her
don't
paint.
know.
You like her regardless of the show.
No,
That's a whole different thing.
no. When she has these shorts in summer,
Okay.
it she's not as pretty as the time that she was portrayed there. After she removed her
She
makeup,
doesn't have that
like
appeal.
that slow motion that. Ooh.
Okay.
But when she's just talking in the camera, like just being a regular girl,
You don't get the
No,
appeal.
no.
But
still,
I mean, I didn't know anything about. I know the plot, so that part I enjoy already, regardless if it's live action or the animated series, because I'm more about the plot. But if it's gonna be which one do you prefer better, I think that's a preference thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a preference. That I think from what I've read a lot is when I was watching it too, a lot of stuff was like removed, which I think is
You
that's why I'm
have to.
curious if I watch the One Piece live, would it be also be the same,
You have
right?
yeah, you
because
have to.
But-
for it to translate to live action, you have to like take
Like-
off some certain elements.
That's
That's
why
the
it's an
thing.
adaptation.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see how hard it is for like creators, because you're gonna have
Yeah.
people like us
But
commenting about
Yeah.
this stuff.
yeah,
That's
so-
pretty hard.
But
some-
you're the one that's making money, so it's
Yes.
all good.
yeah.
Yes. That's
Like what you said, right?
that's part
the
of
haters.
the territory.
Yeah, and plus like the haters. What's that again? The haters have
haters pay
the same
price of admission,
yeah.
with the stands.
The next exciting thing on how to unplug I'm excited about is our trip in a couple of weeks.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
this
excited for
guy.
that to happen.
Like 1 week, right?
On April.
April.
April 4.
Hawaii.
Oahu.
Look at this guy.
All vowels. The street names are all vowels.
How about the
really?
How about
Yeah.
the two of you guys? What's their travel plans so far?
Travel back home in 30 minutes. That's my travel plan.
I thought in the Philippines. That's what you were gonna say.
I'll
Like,
just go with the
If
flow.
you're gonna do that unplugging, you're gonna have to grind some more. That's the hard thing about vacations.
No, I'm
It's
gonna. I have a
I-
different take on that.
I have
'Cause,
yeah.
like, Regardless,
'cause I mean, it's a
regardless, you're
big
gonna
unplug.
grind. It's
Yes,
just nice that you have something to look forward to
but
instead of just endlessly or aimlessly working.
Yeah.
because
I
I
kinda
mean
agree
that's a
with that.
given. For me, it's a big unplug. That's a given. Like vacations, of course, everybody wants to
Yeah.
do that. That's why I feel like that's basic. You know what I mean? If you wanna talk about vacations, if you're gonna go somewhere, not Philippines, where do you wanna go?
I'm even gonna be happy if I just go to Calgary for
Mm,
a week, just snowboard for 2 days,
mm,
or even
'Cause
if I
you're
go
an
to
activity
Vancouver. Yeah,
yes.
if I'm just
Me?
gonna go here in Canada, that's just a quick trip.
Anywhere,
even 3
anywhere.
days.
Anywhere. Just what pops into and what do you wanna do?
I wanna do the Andes.
What's Andes?
The
Like Toy Story owner?
No, the Andes Mountain.
Oh, and the
Ah.
is that how you say it? Andes, not
That's
Andes.
how they pronounce it.
Andes.
So far.
Undies?
I
Andes?
Andes?
don't know.
Pink Andes.
Cause for me, I'd like to go to New York. Look at Ground Zero.
Oh, okay.
It's either New York
Yeah.
or Washington, the capital,
There's so many places to go. Eh?
or go barbecue hunting on anywhere in Texas.
Mm.
Yes.
I still wanna have an RV, and then go around wherever I can
Mm.
go, or even go to what's that park? The one that
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Oh,
Oh wait,
that's
is that
nice.
Yellowstone? The one that they're saying that it might be gone in the future?
Yosemite? No, wait.
Yosemite.
No, not
I don't think so.
like
Not
maybe it's
Yosemite?
Yellowstone. Because I'm thinking of the series. It's all about
Yellowstone.
cowboys. Yellowstone. Is it Yellowstone?
Could be.
Like maybe it's
Because I
Yellowstone.
know there's a Yellowstone National Park.
I think it's Yellowstone. Maybe you're
Yeah.
right. I haven't even go to the one close to Vegas.
Oh, Grand Canyon.
Grand
Grand
Canyon. I
Canyon.
haven't even been
It's
there.
in- I
I've
think
been
it's
to
in
Vegas.
Arizona, but it's like
It's
a
in the
2-hour
middle.
drive or something, like
Nevada.
4-hour
It's like
drive.
5 hours
That's
from
next to each
Vegas.
other already,
Yeah.
right? Nevada and Arizona.
It depends on which side you want to go.
Ah.
But it's nice to go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas
You
with the
wanna gamble?
boys.
Ah.
With the boys, because I've been there with my wife. Well, we're still dating at that time. I don't know.
So you wanna say it's not as fun?
I think Vegas is more for it's like a friends,
Not a date date.
like not a date.
Yeah, okay.
Too many things happening.
Too many
Too-
sinful things.
Yeah, too many
happening
things that you can see that you can't do.
with your wife.
With your
or
wife.
With your partner.
No, but I really had fun with the Beatles. The what you call
like
that?
the insects?
Hmm?
Like the insect beetles?
No,
Or
no,
The band?
no. The you know those acrobats.
Beetles? What do you mean?
Like the concept of their show is the Beatles.
Ano,
Um,
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil, the
Oh.
Beatles.
And then they did the
Oh,
Beatles.
I
Yeah.
think last
The soundtrack of
year.
Beatles so beautiful.
Oh,
it's nice.
soundtrack of Beatles.
Yeah.
Okay, because last year, when Cirque du Soleil came here, I think it was, the concept was insects.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was fun. I just didn't
Yeah,
like
I
the
think
I
it's
didn't
always
like
gonna
the
be good.
concept. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
like the concept. I would have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't that theme.
I really want to watch that. It's like a Oriental theme, like
For
where
Cirque du
someone
Soleil?
died. Yeah, it's Cirque du Soleil.
Uh,
Can't remember the name, but that's the first one that I want to watch. But we can't watch it because of the dates that we're in Vegas. So that's why we
it
ended
didn't
up going
match
with the
your-
Beatles.
Okay.
But it's so nice. You know, it's perfect for like a couple. It's just like a love story, right?
Like,
So it's
speaking
beautiful.
about unplugging, I'd wanna watch a play. I really get into plays.
Okay.
When I watched Hamilton, I'm
Have you
alre-
watched Hamilton
Is there a difference?
in
online or
Online.
YouTube?
Is there a difference of a play in theater?
a theater.
Is
Yeah.
it's the
Musical.
same, right?
Yeah, musical.
What
Well,
do you mean?
musical and theater is different though by concept, but it's sort of the same.
I'm not really sure. I think most theater incorporate musicals.
Like Broadway shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
mostly
so.
speaking about Broadway shows, pretty much.
I would like to do watch a Broadway
And
show.
apparently,
Like even just the Nutcracker, because we have that all the time in
and
in Millennium.
I think that's
something.
more ballet than a play.
Oh, is it?
As far as I know. And I heard New Yorkers, they don't really go to Broadway for shows. They only go there, like legit New Yorkers, they only go there if they're like touring tourists or relatives. But if it's
okay.
gonna be them, they're not gonna be going to their usual
Because it's so
tourist
accessible.
spots. Yeah, I guess.
Makes sense, right?
I'd wanna see Lion King. The musical.
In Vegas, they have that,
theater,
right?
They have it.
Yeah, they have it in
there.
Vegas, I think.
I even want to see the off-Broadway shows,
The smaller
the
ones.
smaller ones.
Oh, the no name
Yeah,
ones.
I'd want to see Wicked, because I really get into plays. I
And I
just
think it's gonna be fun
I just get goosebumps when they start singing,
singing like the
regardless if they're good or
high
not.
pitch songs.
It just hits your emotions more
You know what?
when it's put into song.
I wanna watch Les Miserables in person.
Ah,
I love Les Miserables because I think that's the only play that I can relate to because we did that, right?
Remember, we
Yeah,
got
high school, right?
we got flack for it because I think I'm not sure if we were classmates when we did Les Miserables. Our music teacher got mad because he knew we didn't read the script. Because I think we both of us had parts as the royal soldiers,
Yeah.
and then
I don't exactly remember it, but
we were
I think you're right.
or you probably you played Jean Valjean.
Did I?
I think just because of your name.
Oh, or maybe because of
remember.
my voice.
Anyways,
John
so
Valjean.
us we
John Valjean or John Valjean?
Jean Valjean.
I think
Oh.
John
As far as I know.
Valjean.
So we wore peasant costumes, but we were supposed to be
soldiers.
the royal soldiers. So that's what I remember from it. Our music teacher got mad
Because
we
there's
didn't read the
beggars,
script.
right? Because
Yes,
there's beggars
like
there.
two sides.
Yeah.
We played the peasants or the
The soldiers.
revolutionaries, but we were really singing the parts of the soldiers.
You know what? I would pay top dollar whoever has a video of our play.
I don't think so. It's probably gone already.
Okay, I
With
would
the-
pay
yeah.
top dollar, man. I'm willing to pay. whoever has their video, because there's smartphones already that time, right? Like maybe any of the
camera, not
parents.
smartphones. Camera
Oh, like
phones.
digital
Camera
camera.
phones.
Whoever has a copy of our Les Miserables play, message me.
But yeah, that's one of the good ones.
Would that
I,
be?
I don't know if I was able to watch it or I just watched the musical movie, but I like the song.
Yeah, I like the song. I love the
Yeah.
songs. One day more.
What's his name?
Another.
Logan.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, you just.
There
Hugh
you
Jackman.
go.
Logan. I didn't actually watch the movie. I watched the play, not the movie.
Before I got to watch the movie, I listened to the songs. I dreamed the dream, the time gone by. Cause of that lady from Britain's Got Talent. That's what she sang. Oh,
Like, which one happened first? Our play or Britain
Our
Got
play,
Talent?
our play.
Our play.
And then I didn't appreciate their songs yet.
Mm.
But then I got.
'Cause I
to
think I
watch.
appreciate it right away when we were
Mm.
doing the play.
So you paid attention, cause you were the titular character.
Am I John Valjean?
As far as I know,
remember.
we used to mess with you that you are Jean Valjean because you're John, or
I
because you were
remember.
John.
It's
That's what I
foggy.
remember from it.
Would that be a career you guys be into? Being
Remember first
Like
year we joined
Glee
theater.
Club.
No,
Is it
not
theater?
Glee Club, theater club.
Club.
But we were at first we were just messing around.
Yeah.
But it was pretty fun.
Like we joined because we can.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's
And-
pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think back in the days, like when I was thinking about that, I think I would like to do more of that. Cause like when I was in Manila Doctors,
Yeah.
I was looking into if I should join the Glee Club. I think that's
Would you
where I
be
heard.
into singing or just acting? Would you be into it for the singing or just for the...
I think both, cause you need to
Both?
do both, right?
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
just act, cause you need to sing with
No,
musicals
because if
too.
you say Glee Club, it's just mostly about the singing. But if it's theater, it's
Yeah.
both.
Oh,
It's
okay.
both
Not
acting
sure.
and...
But I don't mind doing both.
Okay. Me, I'm gonna be in it more for the acting.
The acting,
Yes.
improv. That's different, right? Improv
Yeah.
is different.
But still. To be young again.
I know.
To be young again. And not think about the grind.
just joining extracurricular activities
Yeah.
after school?
Like, do you think you're lamer now, or when you were younger?
You know,
It's really a
you know the thing, I'm still into the lame, the stuff that's perceived lame. I'm still into that stuff, but when you grow older and you mature, you just don't care anymore. I'm still into anime.
yeah.
In the Philippines, it wasn't perceived as
Lame.
lame,
Yeah, it's cool.
right?
Everyone watch anime.
Because it kind of perceives your status as you have
Yeah,
broadband
connection.
internet.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like you just don't care anymore.
It's a
I
heavy
feel that's
question, I
it.
think if I'm gonna ask myself, it's gonna be a heavy question.
Do you think you're lamer now than before?
I don't know. I feel like I'm lame too before.
But nobody
Like,
perceived you that way.
I have my days that I'm lame. I have my moments.
Yeah. Nobody perceived you that way. I'm telling you. Because you're gonna beat them up.
No, it's not about beating them up. It's just
That's for you. But that's what they thought.
Do you have something
That
that
they were
when you
scared.
look back into it, you think it's lame? Like something you did back in the
I
past?
remember this guy used to have us compose like jingle. And then this guy will be writing so much reaches. Your
What's
lyrics
this?
was such a reach. But then
Like,
you were
when
just so
was this?
confident about it, that's why it's funny. But the lyrics was such a reach. I'll remind you later.
yeah. You know what? I think that's how I did things back then. It's all about confidence.
Yes. That's why
I'm-
it
I'm-
was fun with you
Yeah.
because regardless if somebody perceives you as lame or not, you were having fun. And
Like me
that's-
right now, I don't think I'm not as confident as back then. But I find like sometimes when I look back, fuck, that's lame.
That's cringy.
That's fucking cringy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I got a question. Why why do you perceive it like that? Like, what makes you think about
I
that?
can't remember the exact moments, but I know there are times that I find it cringy, lame, and maybe I push too hard because I try to be funny before.
Yeah.
I think I try to make everything fun. I I try to just joke around,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Maybe sometimes it's too much.
You think you just matured
You're
too much?
just too playful, you think?
Yeah, I'm too playful before.
No, you're just all about being serious.
Now, no, I don't
They're
think
all
so.
about business.
No, I don't think so. Like when we're drinking, I'm fun to drink with. I think I'm fun to hang around with, if I'm, especially with alcohol. So I don't know. But other than that, I'm not sure anymore.
Keyword, he thinks.
I think, yeah, exactly. Because that's the only thing I can say is like, because to be honest, there's not a lot of people that calls me out. Like the only person that calls me out a lot of time is my wife.
They can't. His wife can only do it.
Right? Like not a lot of people calls me out on shit that I do.
Well, like
It's not
that's the
this
point
guy.
of
Can you
going
call
to a
him out?
party, right? You're there to have fun, party per se. And if you actually
That's
party
his
with
brother
someone,
talking.
like, or you go to a party where someone's actually
just siblings
partying, it's
protecting each
enjoyable,
other.
right?
He's right, but they're siblings.
No, because me, I call out a lot of people.
Yeah, because he's too tough.
Like
Just look at
this is the either the angel or the devil in our head.
Just firing shots all the time, left and right.
But it's nice to be young. No worries in the world. I think it's very simple.
I was gonna ask you, like, what are you gonna, if you're gonna be able to go back in time, and then you can bring some like one aspect of your present right now, like say an info or knowledge or whatever.
Then maybe I'm gonna pull out some of my qualities back then, right? It's gonna be hard. Let's say if I'm more knowledgeable, or if I'm more of a line stepper back then, people will be annoyed because I know more. But like what I'm saying is, because you were asking me what can I bring, what aspect of what I have right now, if I'm gonna bring it back when I was
You're
younger,
gonna be line stepping more because you feel
Yeah.
like you know more.
I know more.
Yes.
I'm gonna sound like I'm very
know it all.
like a know-it-all,
Yeah.
condescending,
Yeah. We had that classmate.
right? And
before.
then we hate people like that back in the
Yeah.
days.
I still remember. He's a super nice guy. But if it's gonna be talking about like stuff, Like,
When
regardless
it
of-
gets serious,
regardless of whatever it is, he's like always knows something about it. And he's right. But he's annoying. But he's right though. But he is annoying because he's a know-it-all. And he's right. But he's annoying.
I just tell myself to start drawing. Just start drawing now, kid. Start drawing now.
And then you're still not gonna do it because you're telling that to yourself already. You still don't do it. What more if you tell an immature
Well-
OCP to start drawing?
Like,
You're telling it already to a mature OCP. You're
well,
still
no,
not doing
it might work, right? It's like, hey, just start drawing now. It'll give you a little, more
More-
leverage.
For your sake, I hope so too. But the keyword
Yeah.
is might work.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's like something. That's one. Like, even I tell myself, like, if one thing I regret is like, I wish I found this passion a little bit more earlier in life.
which one?
What if-
Coffee?
No, like drawing, painting.
What if you never get to that because you found it early? What if you grow tired of it? What
Like,
if the stuff that you've experienced led you to having that
I've
passion?
thought about it too, right? Like,
I've like every time I think I try to think of a topic. Like say I'm gonna say what like just that.
just
what,
the butterfly
what do you
effect
want?
just
Yes.
causes
I always-
a lot of ripples
and then
changes things.
I think of how I'm gonna answer that question. I can't think of an entertaining answer, and I'll always just fall into, if I'm not gonna change anything in my life because that's what led me to here, which is
Yeah.
such a cop out.
Well,
It's true, but it's such a cop out.
if
That's the most mature answer, but it's boring.
if you change the question,
Make it into a
things won't
hypothetical.
no think if things won't change, and it'll just
Yeah,
it
that's
actually gives
hypothetical.
it will give more leverage to the current me, right? I'll tell him, yeah, just draw right now.
Well, of course,
Just start drawing, and then
that's the
you
most
know.
optimal
But
thing.
hypothetically, like guys, like that's a good question too, right? It's like what, like it's he's gonna start drawing, but he's gonna
But
pursue
you
something
don't meet
else,
your
right?
wife.
Yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
the best. That's more entertaining. Of course, you're not. Of course, you're gonna say no, right? But
What if?
gets you
Well,
thinking.
Mhm.
what if, right? Like that's the, it's like what's in alchemy? Everything has the equal whatever.
Are you talking about Newton?
Yeah, alchemy.
No, like in the
Newton's
full
law?
alchemy, like well, that's the rule of alchemy as well. Like everything has its equivalent exchange. There you go.
I thought for like every force, no, every energy has
it's an
equal and opposite reaction. Every action is
Yeah.
has an equal and opposite
Yeah,
reaction.
just like that. I sneezed and my back hurt.
Yeah, that's equivalent exchange.
Oh well, that got too deep.
How about you? What would you tell your younger self?
No, I don't want to meet my younger self.
No, you're just avoiding the question though.
Cause that guy's creepy. I don't want to meet him.
Being honest to yourself though, what would you? What would be that thing?
Dig.
Info.
Did I tell him?
Dig
Yeah.
underground. Dig deeper, buddy.
Stay that way.
Stay that way.
Stay that way.
Keep doing your thing.
Keep doing your creepy stuff. Like wait outside whoever you're trying to date. Like do that. Just so when you get older, you realize that's not a good thing to do, but you're still gonna do it. I know this guy. What you're gonna tell yourself?
What?
Invest instead of just saving up. That's your passion, I'd say.
I
I need to
Get rich.
get rich.
Yes.
Or
I have a
try
question.
trying.
Making money, could you also call that unplugging?
No. It's an endless cycle.
Yeah, if you're
It's an endless cycle.
after the green, if you're after the dollar, there's always gonna be somebody who's making more than you. But if you're about like your whatever you're passionate about, of course you're gonna have to get to the level of you're not gonna have to worry if what your passion is sustaining your
Yeah.
living. But once you get to that point, it's pretty nice to just focus on the art, on your passion.
It's really hard because even though you have this passion and then you're gonna set it aside
Yes.
to make money, so that way once you have enough money to pursue your passion, it's gonna be hard because now you have all this responsibility, and then you know that I can make this much money. Why would I stop?
Yeah.
It's an endless cycle, like there's always gonna be
when
a better guy
when's
that you
the
want to reach
point
for.
when's the point that what
You
you've
stop?
made is enough, and then when do you go back to pursuing your passion?
Well, I'm
I think
curious
that's
about
one dilemma of
I'm
people
curious
chasing
about
their
2X. Have you met someone like this that who's already maybe like he's already a multi-million? Are you there yet? No, not are you there? You've
I don't want to
asked them-
answer that. I don't
Don't
want to answer
pocket-
if I'm
Don't
multi-millionaire.
pocket check.
Yeah,
You're
no.
pocket checking your brother right now.
No, like if you've met someone like that since he's
Ah.
in that.
Yeah, I've met.
See,
in
that's
that
pretty much
floor.
the same. You pocket checked again.
But to answer his question, I've met a lot of people that are well off, that have more money than we do,
And they just won't stop.
and no, I don't see them stopping.
Because
Once you have this, you already make this money, and once you have more money, it's easier to make more money.
and there's like majority of those people, it's like a sport for them. It's like mostly competition.
Yeah, well, like why would you stop?
Whereas for people with passion, they don't really think of how much they've gained already. They don't talk about it. They don't go to circles where they talk about the value.
Like me, I've never met someone who's like, I don't know, a successful businessman. Then he just won't stop because like money is the goal.
Yeah.
I wonder for for whoever is in that field? Does a person actually exist?
Like sometimes it's not even the money, to be honest. It's not about counting how much money and how much money you're gonna be making.
That's the thing, right? Like people do it out of like either they wanna get out of poverty or something like that. But is there such a person that does it
Because
for
once
the
you
money?
get to this level, you don't want to go back. You don't
It's
want to
all
go
about
down again.
status and
Yeah.
not the money anymore. Especially if you're playing with leverage. That's not your money anymore. And the more
The
status
ego,
you
right?
have,
The ego.
the ego, and then the more status you have, the more leverage you get.
Like imagine what I can't imagine what I'm gonna be feeling if suddenly everything just like fall into pieces.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I can
pretty-
imagine. Like what will people say? Will I have the same treatment as now? Then like I don't even have that privilege yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wanna go
it's-
back to the Mercedes dealership.
Woo! And that's the episode.
All right. If you
It's like up and
enjoy-
down.
Yeah,
Fucking-
if you
it's all
enjoyed
up
that
and down
hour-
this episode.
That's gonna be a hard edit. Fuck.
How many hours is this?
Too much.
2 hours
So anyways,
and 17.
Episode 18.
Hope you
Thanks for
guys
listening,
stuck with
watching.
us while you're doing your chores. That's how I do my podcast while I'm doing my chores. You probably do the same. Just passive listening. So again, that's another couple hours or less. We hope you enjoyed whatever we're doing here.
Yeah.
Because we gotta eat. We wanna quit our day jobs. Well, me. Pretty much.
I don't think I can quit my day job.
Yeah.
I don't even have a day job.
You're the owner.
I don't even have a day job. I have a 24-hour job.
Maybe me too.
Yeah.
Maybe I can finally quit my day job.
Yeah.
Just focus on your coffee
Or
beans.
just tell yourself keep growing so you can. Anyways, you got OCP here
Sadhu.
getting disrespected by dealerships,
Very, very
getting
sadhu.
pocket checked by dealerships, getting disappointed by dealerships, and then moving on to
all the
some-
baddies.
Yeah. You got Edmund here.
And you got me, 2X.
And
This is
the
the Twice the D podcast.
Thank you for listening.